Hey,
I
what's
don't see
going
us
on,
one.
everybody? My name is Baxter Wordsworth. The month and day is January 18th, maybe 2021. This is another episode of Aight So Boom, hosted by myself and Dama Nils, supported by our boy Soz. Dama, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm trying to post this on Facebook, get the people in here, and souls we got on the Twitch. I'm ready. I'm ready to destroy.
Facts. Soz, how are you feeling, good sir?
And I'm great, doing great. Looking really forward to this episode. As always, always looking forward to you guys destructing people's shit. Let's go.
uh th- that's what we're here for. Before we get started, a couple things I'd like to ask. One, can somebody make both me and Dama a host of this Zoom that we're in? Two, shout out to everybody peeping us on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. We do this every other Monday. We're streaming live from the EO Zoom that has a lot of dope shows. You should check that out. This is ISO Boom, two-part show. The first part, me and Dama pick apart the current events of the day. The second part we call destructive criticism, where we view music that people have posted on the internet and give our honest, constructive critique about it. So we're gonna get into the first part, which is current events. We should get like some music for that, like do 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 do.
So yeah, we had the what do you call
Wait,
it?
that was the stop playing,
Yeah,
keep it
keep
Oh
it
yeah,
moving.
moving.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
my fault. I should have been on
Yeah.
top of that. But anyway, as we all know, Dr. Dre had a brain aneurysm this past couple of weeks. I don't know. I think it was about a couple of weeks ago, and
Right.
he's back and he's healthy now. I just wanted to see your thoughts on it. 2021 is starting off bad already, almost. Like what the fuck?
Word. Yeah, that was like, yo, it's like we lost a fucking MF Doom right at the end of 2020, and then like they was trying to take Dr. Dre out at the beginning. I was like, nah, it's too much. But what else can you say? But like, congratulations and shout out to Dr. Dre for being alive. Congratulations. I'm happy he's alive. That's what I'm saying.
hmm
What else? Like, what else is there to say?
Yeah,
Yes,
man. Bless
yes, I
to him, man.
agree.
Somebody was talking shit about him or some shit like that when that happened. I don't remember who it was, but
Oh, but you know what we can't talk about? They tried to rob his house while he was in the hospital.
I
oh
was gonna get to
yeah, I could
that.
have. We didn't talk about this. No, we didn't talk about this before, but I've definitely had this conversation. I'm like, yo, people are fucking disrespectful.
Yo, how
They have no respect for their
grimy.
elders. What's wrong with like you're not just an
How
elder. This ain't just an
grimy.
elder. This is your fucking OG of your whole shit. Like, yo, come on.
Yo, but just that whole idea. Like imagine there's somebody who works at the hospital, right? And that's his scheme is like whenever somebody's in the hospital and they like, not doing too good, he lets his homies know. He's like, yo, his address is he's in the hospital and they go rob his shit. Then it's just that's foul. Yo, people are foul. How do you live
And
with
you know what?
yourself?
Like, I don't want to make this like I don't want to make it like a New York West Coast East Coast thing, but like I know New York gets mad disrespectful and shit like that, but LA, man, come on, like do better, bro. I don't know if he actually lives in LA. I might be straight up tweaking, but he seems like he lives in, like yo, he might be in fucking San Antonio. Who knows? But if he's in Calabasas, do fucking better, LA, because
Yo,
y'all got motherfucking Pop Smoke,
word.
Nipsey. You know what I'm saying?
The
Like,
Pop Smoke thing is very similar. When do you decide that you're that person? That's my question. Like, when in life are you like, am I the kind of person that would rob a motherfucker's house while he's in the hospital? Is that me? Yeah, that's
you know
me.
how it starts off with robbing old ladies. Like if like once you break that seal, because that's the seal you got to break when you really in this robbing
Right.
game and
When
you're ready to go to the dark side. You know what I'm
once you
saying?
steal a
Like,
pocketbook from an old lady on the street,
yep.
it's downhill from there.
Your fucking options are limitless. You'll do
Right.
anything.
The
You fucking
skies,
scumbag.
the scumbag sky's the limit. What
Mm.
what else do we have? So
What's your thoughts on this Kanye/Kim imminent divorce?
I hope they don't get divorced. They got 4 children together. I hope they don't get divorced. Like,
mhm.
but that's about as invested in it as I'll get because like I feel like we know too much about these people while at the same time not knowing enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
Right.
there's mad mysterious behind the scenes shit going on with y'all, but it's like why do I care? And I'm not one of those people that's like fuck celebrity culture. It's like, yeah, give me that. I want that, but I feel like I know a lot about them and their private life that I shouldn't know. It's a little uncomfortable
Right. I feel the
without
same.
knowing the full story.
I feel the same way about Kim and Kanye as I feel about The Simpsons, where it's been going on long enough that I don't really care how it ends. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen enough of it. The classics will always be the classics. However it ends from now is fine with me. If they live happily ever after, that's great. If they crash and burn, that was also expected. So
Can you imagine like tuning in for the like series finale of The Simpsons? I'd be like, come on,
like
who
yeah.
cares? Like, what are y'all gonna do that?
What are you,
hasn't
we
already
gonna
been
go to
done?
space? You did that. Like, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Simpsons
You
did
already
it.
predicted the future. Like, there's nothing else you can do.
Right.
So Kim and Kanye, I hope they don't get divorced, just because
Right.
like seeing a couple get divorced when you got 4 kids, that's not a good look to me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I agree with
But
that completely.
how's the view looking on the live? Is it the 2 window thing like we do? Or could we make it that if it's not?
Right now, it's just speaker view.
Speaker view.
Oh, okay. We can't do the 2 things side by side thing. All right.
Whoever's host, maybe could pin it. I don't know how to do it.
No, we can't do it. All right, it's fine. Whatever. We'll do it.
All right. Anyway, moving on. Lil Wayne and Kodak Black reportedly on Donald Trump's list to be potentially pardoned.
Yo, can we talk? Can I give a conspiracy theory real quick?
For sure.
Do it. Drop it.
Yo, you know how Lil Wayne just sold all of his masters?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm playing my own shit. I think maybe he needed the money to pay for this pardon. I think Donald Trump is selling pardons, fam. I think he's like, I'm on my way out. Everything's for sale. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, let me get these M's real quick. You know what I'm saying? How much did he sell for? 100K?
Who knows, man? No,
or 100 mil.
It might have been bigger than that, yo.
There was a number that I remember that they put out.
Because he had Drake's masters.
It had to be 100 million. It had to be 100 million.
He had Drake's
Which
masters.
sounds about like what a fucking party costs, right?
It's like, yo, you trying to go to jail or you trying to like, pay me this cash? Pardon me? Pardon me?
Already did a bid. I ain't trying to go back to Rikers.
But I mean, other than that, like I hope Lil Wayne, like, who was it? Fucking George W. Bush pardoned John Forte, right? And I think there was another person that he pardoned. I'm all for black men not going to jail. As long as they ain't like murder somebody's family.
With stipulations.
Right.
Yeah, to an extent.
If you murdered a family, maybe lock them up. But
if
beyond
you're out
that,
here raping kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe under the jail, But if you like John Forte was trying to sell like a lot of heroin or something like that, it's like, okay, John Forte, Lil Wayne got caught with a gun, a golden gun or some shit. Like he thought he was golden.
Golden Eye? Is he Golden Eye out this bitch?
Right. Gold member. Yo.
And you know what, Lil Wayne, you did a lot of ass kissing for Donald Trump, so you better get something out of it, because you're definitely not going to get any respect.
That makes it all worth it right there. It's like, that makes it worth it. Now going to jail for however many years, I got to say what? Yes. What do you know what I'm saying? It's not even a question.
But yeah, that's how I feel. I hope the brother doesn't go to jail, but whatever.
But who else? Wayne and who?
Oh, Kodak Black. Not for nothing, Kodak Black has not made a song that I care about enough for me to care about if he gets pardoned or not.
He's made a couple songs that I definitely fuck with, but it's like, I also want to know what you know what I'm saying? Like what your deal is, what you did. Because I heard some things about Kodak Black that I'm like, right. He might, it might be just a flex pardon. Like, rapper guys, remember when you fucking loved me? Like, yo, Donald Trump, like, love me again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how he coming at it.
If I could be like, to be candid about it, this is how I feel. I don't like to see black men go to jail, right? But Kodak Black has never said or done anything for like a larger culture that I have personally felt to be of value. So I don't necessarily have a horse in the race of him getting free, though I also don't have a horse in the race of him going to jail. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you've never made a song that like touched me. I've never heard you say or do something that was particularly altruistic or beautiful. I don't know if the world is better for you being free. So I can't say free the brother, but I definitely can't say send him to jail either. So that's how I feel.
Yeah.
All right.
I agree.
What's Kodak Black's hit song?
He got a couple.
Oh, Racks on Racks on Racks, right? Isn't that him?
No.
Shit, I quit.
I
quit hip hop.
Baby, but I don't want to be the one you ended. and the shit that
That sounds like Cardi B joint.
That's where she took it from. That's what she took it from. That's
facts,
why
facts,
she named
facts,
it
facts.
Bodak Yellow.
Facts.
So he
facts.
did have an impact on this culture, actually. Like if we're gonna talk about that sequence of events that
Okay.
sparked Cardi B, who I support and love.
All right, Kodak.
Career.
All right. Facts.
Free
facts.
Kodak. Free Kodak.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
It took one thing.
It's just one thing. What do we got next?
Speaking of selling pardons and selling masters, Jimmy Iovine sold his entire producer catalog,
Okay.
which includes 8 Mile, 50 Cents, Get Your Rich or Die Trying, and for an undisclosed amount.
That's a big fucking deal.
That's
like
a big deal. What
Jimmy
does that
Iovine,
mean?
Yo, so
what does that mean when all these people are selling their shit? What does this mean for the music industry? What's gonna happen next that the biggest people in the game are selling out their masters, their publishing, their rights to this shit? What's about to switch?
Yo, can I get a monocle? I want to like pull out a monocle. Like one can only speculate,
like the emoji.
But I have some ideas. I do have some ideas. So the music game, I don't know if you know, like the money that is made off of masters and things like that isn't what it used to be. TikTok is also purchasing is doing deals with a lot of the labels, and I think there's only one label left that TikTok hasn't like sealed a deal with. And I don't see the picture yet. I don't see the picture, but some way, somehow, I think the money you make from your masters isn't going to be what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I think they're like the way that streaming is, the money the artists make for streaming is infinitely less than what they made off of CDs. I think like somehow your masters aren't as valuable as they once were, and these people are trying to sell to get the lump sum
before it becomes useless.
Right, because before it's like, if somebody wanted to use your music in a movie or whatever, you got paid like a set amount. But like the way the internet's working, like with people putting music on Zoom, people putting music on Instagram, it's like they're trying to like fight against this breaking dam that eventually it's like you can't stop motherfuckers from playing music on the internet. And maybe they're just like, yo, I'm just gonna sell all my masters. Then the masters will get licensed to TikTok, and then everybody can use them, and artists will get like 2 cents every time, or a fraction of a cent every time a second of their song is used on a TikTok or some shit like that. That's just what I'm speculating.
But notice how he's selling his producer catalog, meaning he's not selling his publishing. Nobody's selling their publishing, meaning that's what people are collecting royalties off of, and that never ends. Like the publishing has always been from the beginning the most important thing, because that's your songwriter and producer, like the making of the music,
the
credentials.
Yeah.
No, that's not the mechanical. The mechanical is the masters.
Got it.
So the other one is the straight up like creation of it. You know what I'm saying?
So the idea of it. Right.
So that's why publishing is so important, and you got to own your publishing. And it's like they're selling their masters. That means that's kind of gonna be kind of obsolete eventually. They're trying to get it before it goes.
Right. So we don't know what's happening, but me and Dama are on the case. More as this story breaks.
I found a clue.
Blue, you can't too. All right. So what else we have?
All right. So this is the meat and potatoes of the whole couple of weeks.
Here we go.
Azalea Banks,
shit!
Digging up her dead cat and cooking it.
Why?
She definitely has problems, obviously.
So
she needs some help, mental help.
What's crazy is that this is the meat and potatoes. I had no idea about this. This is my first time hearing about this. So you're getting on the spot reaction too. Me and Baxter was just talking about the tragedy of Azalea Banks. You know what I'm saying? How fucking talented and dope she was at making songs, and how 2 and 2 is still fire.
2 and 2 is a bop.
Forever. It's forever a bop. You can't take that away from her. But she's progressively gotten worse and worse in her behavior. And it's definitely some kind of mental thing, you know what I'm saying? Right. But it's like, you notice how your physical appearance changes after spewing a lot of hatred. You start looking like the things you say, and she doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, her, you know what I'm saying? It's like sad to say, and I pray for her, you know what I'm saying? Because that's some crazy shit. What is you doing?
Right. And it also sucks because like sometimes the worst thing that can happen for somebody is success, right? You know what I'm saying? She obviously has like some mental illness going on. There's obviously like issues with her, but like she probably also has like some form of revenue and some people around her that benefit off of her like erratic situation, and it's like it's hard to help somebody when they can fucking fly to Miami whenever they want. It's hard to help somebody when they don't have to listen to you, you
Do
know?
you think she got bread like that still?
I don't think she has bread like that, but I do think she's still a Azealia Banks, and there's probably still like artists who pay her for a cosign.
She
There's
tours
probably
in Yugoslavia. Yeah,
like
I seen her
she's
in some
probably making enough money to like be Azealia Banks and not have to listen to people. You know what
Uh-huh.
I'm saying? And like and shit like that. Like it's not until a motherfucker hits rock bottom that like they're like, all right, can we go to the hospital now? Like, you know, or they
Yeah,
die.
which people with money usually, you know what I'm saying, takes them longer than somebody who
Yeah.
doesn't, because you know what I'm saying, it takes you a long time before you're selling your house for heroin if you got
Word, yo,
money, you know what I'm saying?
smoking crack in a penthouse is not the same thing as smoking crack in a dumpster. It's just, not that I know much about smoking crack. I assume that I assume smoking
Listen,
crack in a penthouse is way better than smoking crack in a dumpster.
but yo, Sammy saying it could be a cult ritual, some witch shit, which is also a possibility. But I've never, in all the years of knowing bitches that are definitely practicing in some way or another, heard about eating some, or like redigging the grave of a cat and eating
And
it. But that
also,
could be some real. I mean, she's spending time in Eastern Europe, which is a different form of witchcraft over there. They got their own shit, so you know. But I've
like
never heard of that either, and I'm Russian, so I don't know.
and also witches ain't supposed to be streaming that shit on live, fam. Like ain't that like against the cult rules and the rules of the covenant or whatever they say? Like, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like on, if you notice on TikTok, or as they call it, witch talk, people post their like witchcraft rituals and talk about all that shit all the time, and most of them do it for clout. And then there's some older witches that's been practicing for, you know, 30, 40
OG
years
witches
that come on there like, yo,
witches.
y'all are bugging, like, because these bitches be trying to cast love spells and curses and shit on
W
TikTok.
WWA witches with attitude, the OG witches.
WWA.
I know as much about witches as I do about crack. You know what I'm saying? Like I've heard of it, I've seen some shit, but I have no on hand experience with it. So you know, whatever is
you're like what's the, because like I'm like intermediate about both of those things. So you would be like beginner and I would be
right.
intermediate. I didn't smoke crack, but I am intermediate.
I've seen I haven't even seen the Netflix documentaries. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
we recently seen the Netflix documentary called Crack. That's something that we should talk about at some point if you see it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I mean, I was born in the '80s though, so I do have like some.
You'd be like, yo, I remember that.
Yeah, a little bit more than intermediate, I would say. Yeah. But without getting into the sad origin story of Baxter, I think it's time for us to move on to destructive criticism.
Destructive criticism.
Destructive criticism.
Oh, this is only for the brave, man. Anybody that submitted their shit, but also the people whose shit we just took, because we took a lot of y'all shit that y'all just post. You want to post it online? We doing it.
So yeah. As you see, Soz is sharing his screen. So previously,
oh, you ain't gotta share it like that, Soz, because you gotta see them. Just pull up the video and then share it, because I'm posting messages like this motherfucker spamming, this motherfucker this.
But previously on ISO Boom, we would only review people who submitted to our show, right? But we had an in-house meeting, and we came to the conclusion that if you put your music on the internet, you want someone to listen to it, and we are that someone. So anybody anywhere on the internet, we will review your shit. We will review your shit. We'll tag you in it, maybe in the episode. And if you feel some sort of way about it, you could come on the show and refute what we feel about it. You know what I'm saying? But we are only here to tell you our honest opinions. We're not here to fucking make fun of some dope shit. But you know, if it's whack, we're gonna say it's whack, and if we want to make fun of it, we're gonna make fun of it. And with that,
yo, shout out to all them groups: Sidebar, Underground Hip Hop, ATX Hip Hop. Shout out to everybody in them groups that responded to the posts, and I posted it in the group too. So
right. Shout out to people who do submit. If you submit, yo, we respect your bravery. With that said,
so don't forget to check the boxes. The
hold on,
so it's optimal video.
It's taking me to his. All right, I got it now.
Yeah, I'm excited, yo. This is like one of my favorite things to do. And just so anybody knows, my name is Baxter Wordsworth. I've hosted End of the Week for several years. I've been in the New York City Underground for several years. I have seen millions of people rock stages left and right. I know some of the dopest MCs that have ever rocked a stage. I also know some of the wackest MCs that ever rocked a stage. Dama Nils has been rapping since she was a teenager. She's toured the world. She produces music. She, we know what we're talking about, is what I'm saying. So, if that's not enough for you, then go be famous on your own.
Speaking of a cat, don't cook that shit now.
So what's the name of this artist?
Who's this?
Hold up. Let me check in the. This is Stu Brutal, Pudge, right. And Richie Flow. OCAB. Merry Christmas.
Okay, let's get into it.
Got a lot of topics I gotta cross off the list quick while I'm rocking mics, mocking tykes and dipshits. If the shoe fits, the glue sticks. Prove shit to who, bitch? Everybody rapping out in my language. It's ancient alien degenerated white male pale. The new school show and tell with a pocket full of shells. CC splits, bit rips, laws of physics. You're gonna need some more calls if y'all want all my business. Call me gifted, yeah, I call them once for booty calls. Mauler misfits, suck my dick quick, leave them enthralled. Come on, y'all, I'm not a monster, I'm just offering options. Honestly, y'all that more success shot in the condoms. I'm a metalhead, still plated iron horseman. Apocalyptic, take a liquid shit on your door, son. Here's one, how many care to hear what a horse sung? Got your mama vinyl, 12 inches is raw, son. I damage handlers with handmade grenades set to detonate in case with the napalm glaze. Raise my hand at the case, swear to God with a straight face, and preach the word of Satan to the morally gaped asshole.
Smashing out the windows and snatching up the jewelry. Turn the after party to a motherfucking brewery. I grew up thinking superstardom might just work beautifully. Foolish me, 9 to 5, hustle for some food to eat. Lock me up and throw away the key from what I do to beats. I've been on a killing spree, y'all should get used to me. Flip through every channel, things change from how they used to be. That's life, baby, Frank Sinatra in the limousine. Crystal clear vodka off a thought that doesn't sit right. I take shots like law enforcement doesn't fist fights. Pussy cop shooting, burn it down after midnight. Cloudy smoke silhouette, cigarettes and shitty wine bottles saying empty on my counter cause I drank them. To fight the things inside my head, thoughts I can't contain them. Drain it out the pen and told the pain is non-existent. Promoters ain't mentioning pennies, I isn't interested. Sick of losing Juliet's to quarter life crises. Suicidal usually, but that's just how I ride shit. Therapist on speed dial, one of those nights again. Louisville slugger to these walls that I'm confined within.
We smoke, I've been fucking inhaling. The world is going crazy, I feel like nothing can save it. I'm on the edge just like you, except you under them blankets. I'm behind the scenes, puppeteer, yeah, I govern the nation. I'm in control, so stay home and cover your faces. In reality, who cares? Ain't nothing amazing. Let the opposing views fight, put the other in cages. Lies, opinions, and facts are all up to persuasion. Look, the Mayans didn't know shit. There I said it. 2012 was dope, we don't give it enough credit. Pandemic's killing everybody. They like let it, giving away money. I'm like, let's get it. I spent far too long following orders. Now we bringing retail drugs across the border. We just do whatever we want, but you are supporters. Cross community guidelines, watch who reporters. I can't do mushrooms right now, too much to think about. Every day is something new that's got us freaking out. My phone started recording me while I'm sleeping now.
Come on, man.
Now it's Corona.
You all right, man?
Yo.
All right.
All right, that was a song. Can I just say that the last dude yakking in the hat, it reminds me of when we filmed the video for Skate and my homeboy was drunk as fuck and he threw up like while we were doing the last performance shot with everybody on the couch, but it like matched with the scene because he was so fucked up, but he threw up back into an empty bottle without spilling a drop. And it was like so fucking classic and gangsta, and it was just on the side, he was twisted. But yeah, okay. Besides that story, let's go in order. Dude number one. I like the scenery, you know what I'm saying? And you could definitely rap, but I hate the Eminem inclinations. I mean the Eminem tone, you know what I'm saying? The
Mhm.
Eminem cadence. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it there was certain points where it really like started to sound like that. Um and yeah, that was like, but there, you know what I'm saying? Like you could rap, but you know that wasn't really that beat ain't really my style. It's too like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I could also see that kind of shit in the movie. It's like at a move in a movie where the skateboarding kids are beating the shit out of each other. Like there's a place for this, you know.
Mhm.
Second dude wasn't really too memorable, but I remember when during his scene, I feel like I feel like I've been to this house before. Like it looks like a familiar house that we've all chilled in at a certain point and recorded in, like the open studio with the fucking couch. You know what I'm saying? The
Mhm.
couch
Mhm. Mhm.
material. But other than that, his raps wasn't memorable to me. Third dude had the nicest voice and the nicest kind of presence, everything, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't saying nothing memorable, but I could definitely like, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck with his whole situation, his whole his verse, it was solid, you know what I'm saying? Uh and then at the end, the throwing up in the hat, I don't know what that was about. I guess y'all raged pretty hard, but it was just the three of y'all. So I'm like, why y'all raging so hard? But
It's a raging.
that's
They had a sleepover rage. Rager.
right,
um,
right.
I agree with a lot of that. So overall, like the home movie style of the video is like I understand sometimes you just do what you can do with what you got, right? But there's like a lot of messages you're sending, right? You call it Merry Christmas. You guys got on Christmas hats, and it has nothing to do with Christmas. And I get the like the humor in that of like, hey, we're just like fucking around, but it's like you if you there's no half stepping, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do something, you do it, right? So if your vibe is like nonsense, if your vibe is like, yo, we're chaotic, right? Like you got to go all of the way, and like also like that, like really be that. And it's like it just seems like some guys who wanted to film a music video and did what they could at the moment. Like it was actually Christmas, there was presents,
Mhm.
and it was like, yo, let's use this in the shit,
Mhm.
right? Second of all, like the first dude, your influences are blaring. It's like obviously you listen to Eminem, obviously you listen to Hobson. Uh,
Yo, James called
I saw he called him
stops in.
Stopson. Um,
Thought
but
he looked
but
like Tom McDonald.
but it's it's like you remind me when hearing you rap reminds me too much of other people. So it's like I don't like maybe that really is you, maybe that's your real style or whatever. But like on your musical journey, like you got to find something that's more definitively you and not
Mhm.
seven other people we've heard before, right? Your bars were like you could rap. But like I don't remember a single thing you said, and it sounded a little lyrical, miracle, spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, say la vie, right? Like the sonic sound was like cool, but I don't remember anything. Second dude, you got like the way you were flowing over the beat, I fucks with it. You got a lot of bar work, but like your voice and what you're saying don't match perfectly. Like the whole you said something like Frank Sinatra in limousine, and it's like there's something that's like very like that style of rapping that like homeboy does, Action Bronson, where it's like you kind
Yeah.
of saying shit matter of factly, but you kind of like alluding to like this all this fly shit. Like if you could work on your rapping voice, I think your bars would hit harder. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe try to rap in a lower register or whatever. Like the living room with the Christmas presents. I'm like, why? I don't get it. This like you guys could have done better rapping on your porch or in front of like some I don't know. It was just like I don't get.
I like that fact because it was very them. Like you could tell they didn't clean their house, and I appreciate when people are just like genuine in certain things, like ain't trying to front about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm
Like
like,
this
if you're
is
gonna do that, go ham with that. Like if you're gonna do like the messy house chaotic shit, like have it be like
then
wild
zoom
out.
in on. So like I could have used some
Right.
more B-roll to see what's in the background. Like you know
Hire
what I'm saying?
hire a motherfucker to do your video. Is like I know it costs money. I know you guys are doing what you can, but like the song. Like if you really trying to get that song popping and that song like it could pop. It's not a bad song, but hire a motherfucker to do your video. Last dude
And
crazy bars. Fucked with it. But again, it's like all of you guys look like you're dressed up as characters, and I can't tell if it's really you or if it's like, or if it's just that for this video. And maybe if I checked out some other shit, I would know. But on this one video, I'm like, there's a lot of potential, but a lot of half stepping.
And when you do collabs, like this is one thing that I've been noticing perpetually in this show, and also earlier, me and Craig was watching like a collab between a bunch of different rappers, and I'm like, when you do these kind of collaborative tracks where all you're doing is rapping, y'all really gotta peep each other's style and try to be different from the last one. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason. Like, people be talking about Wu-Tang had however many, but everybody had such a distinct
Right.
way of coming in.
Method
You know
Man
what I'm
rap
saying?
nothing like Jizza rap nothing like Old Dirty Bastard, nothing like
The
you
way they
got.
came in, it was like a whole new part of the song. It's a whole
Right.
new adventure. Now I'm in your world. So when I'm hearing songs with 3 people on it and they're all kind of like going after the same kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, not hitting anything different, and they're not coming in no crazy way, it becomes
Right.
mundane very quickly.
Right. But overall, like, it was a solid track that could be better.
Yeah.
Shout out to Stu Brutal, Pudge, and Richie Flow.
Right.
All right, this is Truth Self-Made.
See him on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, what's what everybody putting their pets in their video?
What up?
Got another.
I just want to say thank you to all my haters, friends, and family. My family that's haters, man. All the teachers that said I wasn't gonna be shit in life, they broke ass. Dogs, cats that didn't like me, man. Just all y'all hating ass, broke ass motherfuckers, man. I couldn't do this without you.
Count up the veins, 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 count up the veins.
Yeah. Money ain't never say no ho. Gon' spend yours still on go mode. Fuck what these niggas be talking about. Just pass that shit like Rondo. Then it's on to the next like pronto. Ain't no hanging around, no gunzo. Fuck what you thought on my hundo. Keep 10 hoes, still need one more. Got 10 cars, still need one more. Blue 10 law, about to blow one more, yeah. Upgrade, ain't no more condos. Big house, ain't no more one soul. Money by the bag of the boatload. Got my land bitch surfing with my boho. AP's dancing in the photo. Getting lost in the vibe like Toto, yeah. Counting up these bands, building up my brand. Jacking one no chance, thorough with the hands. They keep asking what's my plan. Told them count these bands.
If money ain't the plan,
Then what the fuck you saying?
Big truth, big money on the face off. 10 bands up to my lawyer, got the case off. Feeling brand new everything to wait on. Up my clientele and my flow just to skate on. Fuck around twice, one time if the cake wrong. Fuck a hoe twice, 2 times if a ring gone. Fuck her 3 times, check a peace sign. Hit a B-line on the feline if she got the game wrong.
If you don't like working for Luther's janitorial, why don't you just take your broke ass home? Otherwise, shut the fuck up and get back to work.
Count up the veins, 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 count up the veins.
Okay, that was a solid song. Like the sonically overall, the song is a solid song. If it came on in a playlist, I would let the whole shit play. I would have rocked to it. His voice sounds fine. My only beef with it is with the video. I can't tell if it was supposed to be satirical or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like you talk about, like, even with the if you don't like working for Luther's janitorial service, I'm like, is the gag that he's talking about being rich, but he's not? Because I don't really get that from the song, right? But I get it from the video because there's like $1 bills all over the floor. There's like one half drunk bottle of Hennessy on the table, and it's like, you know, it's like, yo, it like I can't tell if this is intentional or if you just don't realize the message you're sending. And it goes back to what I said about the last video. It's like, there's no half stepping. What are you trying to say? Say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to play like you trying to be satirical? Like, yo, I'm rich, but like I'm not. Did like definitively make that point? Because like there's too much like ambiguity between like whatever. But the song is solid. I got like no reason to hate it. I got no reason to absolutely love it, but it's a solid song.
I think that hook could be a lot better. One, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, count up the
Bands,
veins.
bands, bands,
Band?
bands.
Bands.
Bands?
We'll
Because it
make her
sounded like
dance.
bands. And maybe
Count up the
because
bands.
he was like singing from up here, like very nasally, and it was like count up the veins, like, and it's very like filtered out. Like, I feel like that hook could definitely be better. Like, I don't
want to hear that song
necessarily
now.
mean clear.
Count up the beans.
It's
Count up the beans.
yeah, like I didn't
Count up the
understand.
beans.
I didn't understand because that B sounded like a V, and but the flow was solid. Like the rapping parts were definitely solid, and I like that outro. Like I like
Yeah.
the extra effort, the extra step you took. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like overall, it's a good catchy song. I could definitely hear it in the club and shit like that. It's just nothing really too special about it, but it's solid.
It's if it was a song on the album, it would be a solid album cut. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, that's how we feel.
Homie definitely got a lot of potential for sure.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
both artists that we play tonight. I want to hear more music from them. I want to hear more of their stuff.
Right.
3 times Liddy, FTF.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Okay,
yeah, I
budget.
had parents, but the streets made me. Pops was a junkie, how was he supposed to raise me? Moms went to church and prayed that Jesus saved me from the dreams and nightmares that the streets gave me. Nightmares of a lonely cell, only one door away from hell. I'm locked up, they won't let me out, cause a real nigga never tell. FTF to the death of me, I got it tatted so you know it's real. Gotta watch who I let next to me, I only trust myself. Martin had a dream, I had nightmares. One door away from hell, I was right there. I grew up where they don't fight fair. Pray a day, you don't lose your life there. We was dirt poor, lights always turned off. Bullet holes in the window, cause we was on the first floor. Had to find a hustle, started trapping by the corner store. Made enough money to pay the bills, but I wanted more. I wanted the riches, and I wanted the bitches, and I wanted the AMG Benz rimmed up and kitty, and I won't stop, no, I've been on my grind. Steady paper chasing, cause money's the motivation. I got no time for no breaks or no quarter-pointed vacations. That's why I've been in the studio damn near every day since the homie told me, yo, cuz, I think you really gon' make it, man. All it takes is dedication, hard work, hustle, and determination. I remember feeling like I was in the Matrix, trying not to get snatched up by them agents. Heard the feds got the block under investigation. Heard the big homie telling that shit just don't make sense. And I'm still on probation. I pray to stay free every day that I awaken. Nightmares of a lonely cell, only one door away from hell. Locked up, they won't let me out, cause a real nigga never tell. FTF to the death of me, I got it tatted so you know it's real. Gotta watch who I let next to me, I only trust myself. I don't trust a damn soul. I ain't wanna hustle, but I had to feed the fam though. All day I was in the street like a manhole. Made a lot of bands, getting busy with the scams though. Riding in the Nissan, but I wanted the Lambo. Killed the East Coast from NY to Orlando. Till I got booked, then they sent me to the Candid. 5 in the feds, couldn't wait till I land home. Dreaming of the town, riding around with the top down. Feels so real, till you wake up on lockdown. Damn. What a major setback. That's 5 whole years I never get back. But after all that, a nigga still made it big. Always knew I had it in me ever since I was a kid. I wake up to the money when I open my eyelids. But last night I had a dream that I caught another bid. Nightmares of a lonely cell, only one door away from hell. I'm locked up, they won't let me out, cause a real nigga never tell. FTF to the death of me, I got it tatted so you know it's real. Gotta watch who I let next to me. I only trust myself.
Aight.
Yo,
Alright,
shout out
so
to Manny Faces on Twitch. He said portablejail.com.
Yo, they went the extra mile because a lot of people don't when it comes to making a jail video, and you can tell it's like super bootleg, but like they definitely went the extra mile. They got, you know, like they got the whole aesthetic going.
That was an institution.
Yeah, that was definitely an institution of some sort. I like the vibe, I like the melody, I like the way he came in. I just feel like that mix was terrible and your voice wasn't strong. Like I feel like you was singing in like I'm trying to sing voice, and I feel like you could do better than that. You know what I'm saying? And if not, then your mix should be better. But I like singing gangster shit, you know, that's like what I do, so I fuck with that. But if you're gonna have a wordy hook like Nightmares of a Lone, you know what I'm saying, like that's all good, but you can't have a wordy hook and then 3 wordy verses that just all have the same melody going over and over again, because it got really tired. And you need a harmony on that hook, and you need like a part that go, like if you're gonna do that wordy first verse, then that second verse should be like some kind of melodic chanty kind of thing, or go into a rap verse, like switch it up. Like 3 wordy melodic verses in a row going in the same melody and pattern got really redundant. So the things that I like about it are the things that made me annoyed with it towards the end. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right. Like the whole thing sounded like a great sketch of a song, right? You know what I'm saying? Like Nunzio pointed out, like, yo, you sounded like you recorded it in the bathroom, and maybe you did, right? Like the recording of it sounded hollow. It sounded like you were in an open room. Everything that Dama said, and for me specifically, like it shows that you have a competency at songwriting, right? Like the verses had the melody, the things you were saying like were things that like people could resonate with. They weren't anything that no one has said before, though, right? Like even though it felt authentic, it felt like you were talking to your story. It's like, you know, I had to hustle to feed the fam isn't something that we haven't heard 100 times before. So like, how can you say I had to hustle to feed the fam in a way that no one has said it before? And like something like that would be catching to my attention, you know? It's like, so while this is a solid song, far from like whack in context, it's kind of generic in context and kind of deficient in the actual recording of it. So what I would suggest is find a studio and an engineer who can take you from where you're at to like a better level of quality, and work on like saying exactly the same shit you're saying, but in a way that's like truly unique to yourself. And that's all I got for that. But it was, you know, a great sketch of a song.
Yeah, it definitely felt real and like real to him. You know what I'm saying? So you feel that vibe, but yeah, it was definitely deficient.
Like
shit.
Norman Bass, he's actually up in the Twitch right now. Shout out to Norman Bass. He thinks you're not gonna like it, but
that's the bro, man.
Everybody always says that, and then we end up liking the shit that people said you don't think you're gonna like it.
Okay, let's.
That's what he said. He always say that.
So much rage that it's hard to speak. So I stay with the Booker T on me like it's Harlem Heat. Pardon creep, the pump will lift you off your feet. I'm the big bad wolf and I off your sheep. Can't see it in the skin, but the scars is deep. And my mom's wants me off the streets. But I'd rather get fast money than make slow money. Knowing if I get knocked, I won't have no money. But I can't turn my back to the hood. Rather flip packs, get stacks, give it back to the hood. Gang signs out of the window, chrome strap with the beam. This shit look like Super Nintendo. You don't wanna crash like Bala La Bamba. I'm with a bad white bitch that dances to TikTok. God bless whoever wanna run with the fat boy. You going out bad like Trump in his last term. It's Young Tito, take over the block like Young Nino. Wear all red and still hang with Gambinos. Know my ski-low, every corner stay hot like Reno. Flip more stone, did that dog named Dino.
Hey man, what you doing? You know what I'm doing. You just bumped into me. So move out my way when you see me coming by. You walk around me, this is Lord's This what he is, a little boy fucking with a man.
I mean, that was fucking fire. I mean, I don't know why people do that, yo. Like they like to throw stuff like, "Oh, you're not gonna fucking like this," and it's like, you knew
But
we were
notice
gonna.
how it's always the people that are good. Like we were talking about this earlier today over here with Tito. Like the people that are good are always going to be the ones that are like unsure and have the imposter syndrome and be unsure of themselves and don't be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like thinking that
Right.
their shit is like
It's because it's the second guessing that has you taking it to the next level. Now,
right.
there's a couple of shit that I want to point out. One, like this is an example of somebody doing what they can with a video, right? Like that song with the Ralph. I don't know if you guys know who Ralph Bakshi is. Ralph Bakshi is a super classic animator. He's done like mad different things. I think that one was called American Pop. I'm not sure if that was that one, but that's a Ralph. He's taken it. That was a Ralph Bakshi movie. That song over that movie fit perfectly. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and all you had to do is go on YouTube and find some visuals that fit and put those two things together. Now to actually give you some critique that I think you could use, and I know you're listening in Twitch, is like that style that you're using is a style that I think I've seen a lot of people do before, right? That kind of like slow, low toned, kind of like almost a derelict style of like rapping, right? And it's like, I don't know if that's the best that I've heard in that style. Like you had a couple of hard hitting lines, but I don't know if like when you rap that slow, when people can hear every single thing you say, almost every line has got to be like a haymaker. Like every line's got to be like like your face got to get progressively like uglier and uglier. Like damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not to say that your rapping is whack at all. Like you doing that, you rapping. But I'm saying like every bar has to be like no wasted bars. Every bar has got to be a holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. And if you could maintain that on every song you do, rapping like that, you gonna be rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? You like people will pay you to rap. Like you will have a career in rapping.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
With the effort in rhymes, like I'm gonna do the open face compliment sandwich like I do with people that I fuck with.
Yeah.
The shit that I think could have definitely been better is when you got bars like I'd rather do that, give it back to the hood. Like I feel like those are bars that I definitely heard like Jada Kiss or like people in that vein say, like that kind of structuring of bars. And yes, when like you could like the shit towards the end, the bar started getting crazier and crazier, and the blah la 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 and the
Yeah, the
dances
you
and
don't want to
TikTok.
crash like Bala Bimba was that's like my
Yeah,
favorite
that
bar
was
that you said.
fire. That
Yeah.
was fire.
Right.
So and I feel like when you're rapping that slow, another thing you could definitely
It
add
was
is that
coonskin.
chop and screwed pitch down voice to accentuate things, because like that kind of slow,
Yeah.
grimy track. And this is the thing, it's like there's a lot of like hip hop that I don't fuck with, but this is a hip hop that I fuck with all the way. Like when it comes to like rappity rapping, or not that this is rappity rapping, but like with boom bap specifically. This is a boom bap that I all the way fuck with. Slow, like Action Bronson, Your Old Drew, like that kind of what's his name? Mad Commie, like that, like slow fucking talking to him shit.
Right, like
that
you
shit is
talk like
fire.
this kind of song you talking to him, right?
You
And it's like
talking to him.
we hear everything you say. So like every time that you talking and it's not a haymaker, like we waiting for the haymaker, right? So you want to make sure every bar is it's almost like every bar got to be a punchline, yo. You know what I'm saying?
And even if it's not specifically like what can be considered a conventional punchline,
right.
something all the way off, that like a connection that people usually don't make, and you're
Yeah.
capable of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
know you, so I know you're capable of that, and I know a lot of your music is that too. But in this particular track, like with a track like this, that beat is fire, like the shit is fire, but
And the video
that
you
next
like
level.
the video you linked it with like elevated it. Like I'll
For real.
definitely listen to that again. I'll watch and listen to
It
that
makes me
again.
want to check out what that is, because I never seen that before. Like it makes me want to check that out, because it's like,
Yo,
you know what I'm
Dama,
saying?
Ralph
It's like I
Bakshi,
could tell that it's not a cartoon.
he got one something about Coney Island. What was it called? Escaping Coney Island or some shit like that. So
Wow.
check
See,
out
I
Ralph.
definitely gotta check that out. That shit looks fire. Like damn.
So
So
yeah. So Norman Bay says thank you, and he appreciates it. He says his man really fucks with it. So shout
no
out to
doubt.
Norman
That's
Bay.
what's up. That's what's
Shout out
up.
to
Shout out
Young
to you
Tito, man.
for for submitting
We
your
gotta
joint.
have him come rock at the EO Dub, man. I've been telling him to come rock at the open mic, man. Pull up, come through, for real.
Yeah, salute to you, man.
Everybody that's listening, if you nice, holla at us. If we review your shit
Also-
and it's good, you know what I'm saying?
Also, Norman Bass, please send us more music. I would love to hear more of your music.
Yeah, I fucks with that heavy.
This is one of the songs he didn't send this. I fucking I looked it up because this is what I forgot to say about this song. Last week when I was DJing the other week when I was DJing the open mic, in the beginning I played this song in my DJ mix, and the whole chat flooded with who's this, what is this? Like, people were fucking with it hard. So you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit
This
is
song?
fire. That last song,
This
the
song or
Norman
the-
Bass track.
Norman Bass. All right, facts.
Norman
I
Bass
believe that.
track, yeah.
All right, so wait, help me with this. What is this? MKA Rich Dog or McCur Rich Dog? Zach
Featuring
Stacks
Zach Stacks
and Ace,
and Ace Money.
If it ain't one mind, you're out of your fucking mind. Big old shit, nigga. Big old East Wake up shit. Shout out to that Dub Springs, man. Free that whole E, free that whole G up, man.
AV.
I set it out for my blood. I set it out for my blood. Ain't no lacking, bitch. I got that cutter. If it's up, then it's fuck. I ain't stutter. You gon' make me pop out of your gutter. With them six, make you flip, you in trouble. All them niggas went ducking for cover. Bitch, I make it hard for your mother. Run it up if you come from the struggle. In the truck with the best by the bundle. Hey, weak for them hoes, we in trouble. Think it's sweet, I'ma put you up under. That big homie got hit with that thunder. He thought it was tough, but that 40 was tougher. Oh, that nigga found out tryna send a bitch at me, but I already knew she was coming. Hey, bitch, I'm ready. I can shit up like machetes. I with that beef like spaghetti. All that big talking don't scare me. Don't play with my brother, we pop up on the scene and pop a nigga like a cherry. Billie Jean moonwalk a nigga ass down, leave that pussy buried. Hey, I set it out for my blood. I set it out for my blood. Ain't no lacking, bitch, I got that cutter. If it's up, then it's fuck, I ain't stutter. You gon' make me pop out of your gutter. With them six, make you flip, you in trouble. All them niggas went ducking for cover. Bitch, I make it hard for your mother.
For my bloody, you know I'm gon' set it off. Send a packet, you know I'm gon' get it off. Niggas cat money, never gon' step it off. Beef with gun, kill yourself, boy, you better off. If I said it, I meant it. Gang represented, I say you know we offended. Decrease be extended, for nigga that's trippin'. I put that on guard, you won't catch a slip. Walk down on 'em, leave your head face down. Up top, yeah, I'm on my way now. Back then, they ain't wanna say hey now. Now bitches give it top, brain down. Hit his ass up, yeah, with a K round, lay down. Pussy boy, no, we don't play around. Little boy, take your ass to the playground. For my dog, man, know we on the way now.
Hey, I set it out for my blood. I set it out for my blood. Ain't no lacking, bitch, I got that cutter. If it's up, then it's stuck, I ain't stutter. You gon' make me pop out of your gutter. With them six, make you flip, you in trouble. All them niggas went ducking for cover. Bitch, I make it hard for your mother.
I set it out for my blood, I won't talk, I don't stutter, you know what I really mean. I'ma push up with the mop, if they wanna get dirty, we wipe them down really clean. Niggas wake up just to be, so we serve them at breakfast, but this ain't no Jimmy Dean. When it come to my blooders, you know how we do. We gon' slide like I'm Billie Jean. I set it off like I'm Boozy. I set it off like I'm Manny and Juvie. Trouble my blood, we pop out the gutter. Don't fuck with my brother, that's how mama grew me. We be the ones in the city who pop it. I set it off, now they on the tube watching. Fuck with my blooders, we shooting like Stockton. I set this bitch off when I ain't got an option.
Hey, I set it out for my blood. I set it out for my blood. Ain't no lacking, bitch, I got that cutter. If it's up, then it's stuck, I ain't stutter. You gon' make me pop out of your gutter. With them six, make you flip, you in trouble. All them niggas went ducking for cover. Bitch, I make it hard for your mother.
Alright.
Alright.
The whole 50 seconds left. You
Uh-oh.
wanna see what's after this?
It's gonna be an interview.
Oh shit, hold up.
Hold
Oh
on, man, go.
shit, so man.
Look. Pussy ass bitch. Right there, look.
Ain't with all the messaging, texting bitches on side. Mixing with my Mexicans, better go talk to God. Niggas, they can't help you singing like Kumbaya. You better get a bigger whip if you tryna take one of mine. Better watch your step, these niggas be testifying. Don't make me leave something hot in your clothes just like an eye. If you lead all them pucks with them lies, they boy you blind. If you sneeze and we wiping your nose, come get a shot. Niggas say it's so, why the fuck you still typing? Leave his brains on the dash, windshield still wiping. Nigga.
Okay.
thought that
So
was
listen, that dude
Twister at the
who
end.
was the first dude in the first track and sang
Yeah.
the hook and all that,
Mm-hmm.
fire. He's ready.
Fire. Yep.
He's ready. Put him out. He's ready
Right, right.
100%. His melodies are crazy. Like
His voice fits the shit that he's doing with it.
his shit is mixed nice. The
Yeah.
fucking every single, like, if you notice a song that keeps you interested like this, like
He
the way
he
that
also has the appeal of somebody you want to watch. Like you watching him and you watching him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree. The second dude, I'm gonna say it to you right now. I can't really articulate what it is, but there was something about when he came in that took me out of the song. And I'm trying to like think of myself, is it because of his bars? And it wasn't really the bars. And I'm like, is it because of the sound of his voice? And it wasn't really the sound of the voice. And it might just be because he's not as good as the first dude, right? But like when he came on, I was like, I wasn't really feeling it as much. And the third dude, while I don't think he's as good as the first dude, there was something about his personality that I fucked with. You know what I'm saying? When he was like, we bring the mop if they want to get dirty and all that shit. I was like, yo, him and the first dude together, I like the juxtaposition of it. Even though I agree with you that the first dude is the one that's ready.
Yeah, the first dude is definitely the one that's ready. And like I say all the time, like if you're gonna have 3 dudes on a track, y'all better be coming with something super different. The first dude came with pretty much everything you need in that song. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna come after that, you can't be you know what I'm saying? Like
Dutch is pointing out that the white dude was saying nigga. I didn't even peep that. But like
I peeped that. Yeah, that was definitely a no-go.
That's a no-go, yo. That's
a couple of times too, because the first time I was like, did I miss here? And then the
I
second
wasn't
time I
even
was like,
peeping it, but yo, like, you know, and it's like maybe like obviously your boys don't care about you saying it, and like, you know, you rolling around with guns and shit like that, so maybe you feel protected. But if you're trying to be a rapper, if you're trying to go out there, like yo, there's so many people that's just not gonna fuck with that. And
just because
because
like it doesn't really matter what your like street credentials are, and if nobody checks you in them streets, like that's not really the fact that it matter. Like if you're trying to go into a public position, like that's gonna be a no-go. That's gonna turn people off right away, even if you got the hottest songs on the block. Like that's not a good look at all.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to Ben Buck. He is in the beat challenge as well.
Oh, word.
That song is still in my head. So shout out to them.
Yo. Nothing but flavor when I put a pen to the paper. Something to savor. When I was a minor, I was major. This is minor work. I got the keys to the track, kinda like a minor third. I put your mind to work. Honestly, I'm not mad. I'm just kinda irked. Cause I've been finding work only from rhyming words. Found the formula, been cooking up with Heisenberg. But I ain't breaking bad. Y'all just breaking even. Rocking shows every month down to every evening. Getting to the point I'm booked up on every weekend. Rocking shows every day of the week. Getting to the point they know my name in the street. How can you peak when you never hit a plateau? What career? You barely done a rap show. Shark to tadpole, he ain't a tad slow. I don't really care, call me an asshole.
Make y'all feel this, break y'all spirit if y'all fake that realness.
Yeah. Make y'all feel this, break y'all spirits if y'all fake that realness. Mr. Bombastic, backflipping with a rap kick. I could burn a block down with a single matchstick. Money in the bank, cash under the mattress. Treat them like a manual, switching automatic. Etched in stone tablets, wrote in straight granite. Gravity of this could really sway the whole planet. Ask about the flow, you really know it's outstanding. Laying crop circles so you know my folks landed. I know you feel this, toe up with the steel tips. Rapping for a stack, going out for the meal ticks. The sun's fearless.
Break y'all spirit if y'all fake that realness.
Yo. Recorded on the task cam, fighting to the last man. Hit the numbers, check the ass cap and sound scan. Hit a lick and slide, thinking with a different mind. I got the bronze like a motherfucking brass band. Check the lyrics, indicated closed caption. Trying to make you think, go provoke action. When they rather play the defense, preemptive strike. Really it all depends, dope within the blunts. Bongs on your G-pen. Y'all need to slow it down, read on Rap Genius. I'm dropping handbills and leaflets. Go and tell a friend even when you left speechless. Yo, it's raped by the Hermit Kingdom on the sequence. Cause we break y'all spirits if y'all fake that realness. Break y'all spirits if y'all fake that realness.
Okie dokie. Whose turn is it to go first? Is it mine or yours?
I think it's yours.
Yo, shout out to Ben Buck. Ben Buck, he is the homie. That video gave me like very '90s vibes. It reminded me of like Beck meets Beastie Boys type vibes. I actually like the sort of quirkiness and awkwardness of the beat. And he can rap. Now, this is where I get constructive with my criticism or destructive with my criticism. That could have been a very dope song, right? But what it ended up feeling to me was three dope verses or dope verses over a dope beat that never really combined to a dope song. And I'll tell you what I suspect why, right? Is like, yo, you're rapping every moment you get. If you would construct verses that breathe, that let it breathe more, that let us feel the beat more, then it would have had a more impactful song. Like, say something quirky, let it breathe. Say something quirky, let it breathe. But you rapping so much. There's even a part in the song where you like slow it down, peep rap genius or something like that. And it made me think like it makes you think like so you're aware that you're filling up the song with so much like a verse, you know what I'm saying? And it's like as MCs we got to realize like, yo, our job isn't to write verses, like isn't to write the dopest verses, it's to create the dopest song. And it's like I don't think you've done that over this beat. I think you've accomplished the job of creating a song. But if you know, if we was in the studio and I was trying, if you came to me and you was like, yo, would you think of this? I would be like, yo, go back and like flip verses that allowed the beat to breathe more, and also that had you saying more poignant things. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to know who you are, and I don't think I learned anything about Ben Buck on that specific song.
Yeah, like as somebody that's seen Ben Buck perform, you know, like when he does a stage show of let's say a song like this, he would fucking beatbox the whole beat into the loop machine and then do the song with that same energy, and it rocks a crowd and it's mad live. But when you're talking about a recorded version, you know, it's not the same thing. Like that level of energy,
Right.
like of yelling over a beat like that, which doesn't require all of that. Like you could have taken it back a little bit, and definitely break up the monotony of the rapping. But it's like you got skills, and there was like little creative things in the video that I liked. That was just like,
Right.
you know, like Ivy said in the chat, it was fun. Didn't take
Yeah.
himself too seriously. Like I like that. You know, looking through the tire, like
The
cool little
falling,
scenes.
falling back into the tall grass and then like
Right.
reversing the camera. And I want to say
Yeah.
when I say like I want to know who you are and say things more poignant, I don't mean like because Ivy's point, it was fun. Like I don't mean like be serious and deep and like bury your soul, because that might not be the song for it. But I mean like, what's your sense of humor? Like, you know what I'm saying? And like
Yeah.
you might have been giving us your sense of humor with these verses, but there was just so much verse that it doesn't shine through. What
Yeah.
Miles Davis said, it's like it's all about the notes you don't play. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
the rests are just as important as the notes in any written piece of music. So
Right.
absolutely, like the rests are very important. And you know, that kind of stuff at a live show is different because people are always like like they're not paying attention to nothing but the energy. So they'll be impressed with that like continuous level of rap energy at a live show.
Right.
But on
Right.
a song, when you're listening, you need to break up that monotony, some scratches in there, like something to let people know, like, you know what I'm saying? And the
Right.
beat is cool enough to breathe too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
you can make that work.
The beat is super unique too. It's like you don't hear a lot of tracks like that these days.
Yeah, it's off kilter. It's cool. Like and I like the video overall for sure.
Right.
Yeah, shout out to Ben Buck. He's up in the Twitch too.
Facts.
Shout out to Ben Buck. Yeah, something next I'm really excited for. I'm pretty sure everybody else is too. We got that boy Craig's video. The
Okay.
battle. First time ever that we're gonna review a battle on this.
Yeah, yo. So this is for Math's Friday Night Fights, but this hasn't aired yet on his shit yet. So technically, this is the first place that's airing this.
Oh, we getting the drop.
Yeah, this is an
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Some this I
Oh,
really
and just for
I'm really excited
context,
for this.
his opponent's name is Me, spelled
Okay.
M-E. Like his name is Me, and he's I guess a wokey woke type of dude. Just for context, so you know what the bar is about. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
If your name is me, you better be doper than
Me.
Me.
All right, let's
Doper than me.
peep. Let's
Let's
peep.
go.
Yo, truthfully, math ain't got no use for this chick. Use math. He put you between me and some money, knowing what tools that I grip. And I'm hungry. You looking like food that he dished. In my eyes, Hoffa basically put a bag on your head, but you used to that shit. I said, Lord, you took the wrong mask wearing rapper, left me to deal with me. Guess this is therapy practice. But this is what y'all wanted. Putting me in front of me, a memeable moment. Oh, okay, so what I say to you, I'm really saying to I see where this is going. Oh, I'm rubber, your glue ass nigga. Ain't even give your name so the people can know it. Fair enough. I ain't know a lot of niggas' names when we was squaring up. But even with the mask you wear, I can see your chin is frail as fuck. Take that home with you, little nigga. I'm down to my last 2 bullets. I got one for you and one for me. Let's keep it fair. I'll leave his scalp by his feet, gel in his shoes, orthopedic wear, head wounds. If he survived that, he leaving with Stevie hair. Your girl let the train run for cheaper fares. Why do you keep her there, rookie? Oh, I know how this queer get nookie. You tell him you're a feminist. Ironic, cause me getting me too. They all exposed cause they in a bitch. Me and me is not synonyms. I'm stocks and dividends. You stock daylight, broad daylight, trying to befriend him. Somebody talk some sense in him. Almost got your dumb ass smoked in that Insta clip. Enough jokes. Yo, I ain't never been in a prison fight. Shanks, picks on me, but I'm about tired of battling incels. Found out man's Twitter name is Stank Dick Shawty. What's your infatuation with genitalia? He ain't think he was caught. According to his generation, shit don't happen unless it got a screenshot. But I saw you switch it right after we found out. Stank Dick Shawty, my nigga. That feel good coming out of your mouth? Nigga. On Twitter, that type of handle opened the door for true demons. Just imagine what other type unnatural shit getting channeled through me DMs. You probably fuck with that Fred nigga in Rock House, Wilma. You probably use your mind to make a move on little kids, Matilda. I know why you wear a mask on cam. I feel you, cause your mama was wearing one too, and guess what she wanted me to do? Film her. Well, short story, I don't see king, I see bitch. Like a Pisces, I think his mind switched. Couldn't stand behind a Twitter handle. How we gonna stand behind niggas handling real life shit? I hate these type niggas. Bitch, I don't even wanna peep you around. I'd rather torture you, scorch you with some shit I got from the same place a beaker's found. Like I left a CD in the car window. It'll melt your features down. Eyes deteriorating, but it's death a scenic route. Last breath finna leave him now. Right as he getting that vision, like it's the light, pump him with adrenaline. It gives me life. Now, after this, we can be cordial, or we can engage in a buffoonery. But I ain't got nothing to do with that decision. That's between you and me, nigga. Take that home with you, little nigga.
Okay. We gotta be transparent, right? That boy Craig is super close to the show. He's the homie. So, like, you know, gotta be transparent with our crowd about that as we go into this. That being said, like, if you're in destructive criticism, you get destructive criticism, right? So obviously your bar work is crazy. So many quotables, so much dope shit you said. I wish you would have filmed the vocals to it and then shot the video to it. Your hands hitting the desk kept taking me out of the whole shit. It's like every time your hands hit the desk, were you wearing a ring or something? Because like I would hear that, right?
I told him to wear a ring. I gave him that ring to wear. Yes.
So, but I would hear it, like, and it kept like throwing me off. I was like, "Yo, I wish your hands would stop hitting the desk." Secondly, the Daily Show motif, while like it adds funniness to it, is like I was saying before, like about the half step, and it's like I could see the outline where it wasn't fully masked out with the green screen, and the items that you were bringing up in the box weren't like in a clear box. So while it was accomplished enough to get the idea across, like it was still kind of like off, or still kind of like sloppy-esque. So that also was throwing me off. But the idea, as Van is saying, the idea is fire though. The suit was fire though. I also didn't get why you went with the Daily Show motif for the context of what you were saying. I get it for like you talking to this dude and you bringing up the things that you're talking about, but maybe I missed why the Daily Show thing was relevant to like what you were saying, like with the words. Other than that, like I feel sorry for me. There's mad shit that you was flipping. There's mad shit that was like, oh, let me remember that I forgot because you said some other shit that was like, let me remember that. And I also appreciated that you got all of the me flips out the way in the beginning, and then you went into like just some real bar work, and then it put the nail in the coffin with the last me shit at the end. I thought that was like a smooth and elegant construction of a battle joint. Yeah, and I wanna sit here and like point out specific bars that I liked, but there's so fucking many of them that that I can't really think of a specific one right now. But it was the bar work was crazy. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Dama, how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, full disclosure, you know what I'm saying? Craig is my baby, and I definitely watched him create this, and you know, was there for a lot of it. And you know what I'm saying? We put up the green screen together, and we noticed that at the end, because that's our first, you know what I'm saying, time doing it. But whatever. But the bars are so fucking crazy. I really don't got nothing bad to say about this, just because I
Look at her looking up at the hearts above her head.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it was great. Like the swag, take that home. You know what I'm saying? Like all those little clips and shit like that. I mean, as you do this kind of motif more and whatever the case is, like you could even evolve to having a fucking band. You know what I'm saying? Like a clip of a band playing in the corner for the end or the middle or whatever. Like, so like there could definitely be evolutions to this style, and definitely could be, you know what I'm saying, things that are tighter, but the bars are like elite. You know what I'm saying? And when you're like the shit that you're doing this for is, you're gonna fucking destroy me.
Oh, and word there's so much like there's the thing you did where you spliced in the whole take that home with you little nigga, like you that splicing, like that whole style of editing is entertaining, and I wish there was like more of that in it. Like I don't know if you could like spit the verse and then splice it up in a way where you could like flip it like that in the thing, but whatever, yo, like it was definitely entertaining. I want to see Me's response. I want to see if he comes with anything like that's close to that. The whole the whole what was it, dirty dick shorty or whatever? It's like
dick shorty.
It's like this, like how that feel good coming out your mouth. I was like, yeah,
with the hand motion.
Because also like, how does dirty dick feel coming out your mouth? It's just like there's just so much to it. It's fucking fire. But nah, it was dope.
And Craig, real quick, I don't know if you could come off mute, but I want to piggyback off
we can make him come off mute.
What Baxter said. What was the whole idea around the talk show? Because I know there's got to be something behind that.
I gotta ask him to unmute again. Hold
on. Before I started battle rapping, I was fake battle rapping Kevin Hart, and then I got into battle rap, and then I started doing the video battles, and so it all just meshed into this one idea that all my friends also had inspired me to do, and I just want to take it further and listen to everything y'all are saying and evolve it, because there's no lane. It's its own lane. There's nothing.
And quick side note, he on math shit. He was doing all this shit with editing. Everybody was just sending in regular.
Oh no, I remember the ninja joint he did. I thought that shit was mad fly.
So he was mad. He was mad ahead of its time on that alone. You know what I'm saying? With editing battles like that. So shout out to you, Craig. Man, I'm looking forward to your shit always. Your battles.
Word.
But let that also be evidence to everybody. Like you, if you submit, no matter who you are, you will get the criticism. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
All right, so this is 100. Trap me.
And she got a fat ass. Cuz. You know I'm finna push this, right? Trap me. Yeah, man. It's about that time, cuz. I've been telling you. That's a fact. She's tired to show up that, cuz. Trap me. Yeah. Trap
I'd rather die before I fall for all this pressure on me. I'd rather be alone than be with people that ain't for me. I've been around and I've been down before I know the feeling. And I don't wanna take these chances, but that's how I'm living. Put all the dope in the bag, we got it in, that's a fact. Bitch, be careful how you drive, we got babies in the ride. I spent the 10 and got 9, we doing just fine. I put my life on the line, I put my side on the grind. What you mean I ain't gon' ball? Do this shit all the time, I be low key about mine. I ain't got no sympathy for none of these bitch made niggas, I can name a few. I ain't never had sympathy for no grown ass bitch with an attitude. Nigga, we robbing so much shit, I swear to God. That's for real. We was all off the porch, your mama didn't let you leave the backyard. I'm who I'm supposed to be, you just supposed to see. Ain't nowhere in hell, you just a fuck nigga with a triple beam scale. I got $30,000 on me plus the bill, everything for sale. I got a bitch in the truck right now for me, waiting on the mail. Yeah, trap me please, trap me please. I got too much money out here waiting on me. Trap me please, trap me please. I don't need nobody but my trap. Heard I said, bitch, I ain't lying to you. Real. I don't need nobody but my trap. Heard I said, bitch, I ain't lying to you. I don't need nobody but my trap. Heard I said I ain't never lied. I ain't finna start, I break the whole thing apart. I got too many of them shit. Might as well make an extra girl. Bitch, don't you give me no extra lip. Do what I told you. This my trap and I'm a real trap soldier. The weight of the world on my shoulders. I'ma die before I fold up. Long as my daughter knows us. Long as I stay focused, we gon' be alright. Long as I keep some dope in. I don't need me no friends. Niggas lying, that's some whole shit. Niggas act like a whole bitch. Real. I taught you better than this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Taught you better than this. Trap me please, trap me please. I got too much money out here waiting on me. Trap me please, trap me please. I don't need nobody but my trap. Heard I said, bitch, I ain't lying to you. Real. I don't need nobody but my trap. Heard I said, bitch, I ain't lying to you. I don't need nobody but my trap and me.
What's the deal, man? Niggas in here sleep, lacking. Nobody got the strap, cause I got it. What was the dream about? Cuz, I just had the craziest dream, cuz. About what, bro? Y'all sleeping in the car, cuz. Niggas supposed to be working. We gonna get rich. Know that. For sure. Know that.
Okay.
Yo, solid fucking song all the way through. Definitely solid. The one thing I didn't necessarily like is the fact that he sounds a lot like Roddy Ricch and is doing a lot of the same things that Roddy Ricch does. Same kind of melodies, even though Roddy Ricch's whole thing is doing like those kind of different kinds of like pockets of melodies, and he was doing the same kind of thing. He got a good voice and he could sing, you know what I'm saying? Like he was doing a lot of cool shit. The verses all had different things going on for him, you know what I'm saying? Like that last little verse. And I like that. I don't need nobody but my trap. Like that shit is cool, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit is cool. It's for the hustlers. Like it's a cool song. It resonates. There was a lot of shit that was also said that was definitely, you know, that kind of like not specifically got it out the mud, but like the same kind of phrasing of words put together that everybody in the industry uses right now, from like Lil Baby, Roddy Ricch, like everybody that's coming out right now uses a lot of those same phrases. But he did say some things a little bit differently. I just feel like you can always expand and get more creative when it comes to your lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit is hot. You got a great sound.
Yep.
But get crazier with it.
Yeah, that's the closest thing to a bullseye I've heard all night. My only critique on it, and this might just because we saw the video, right? Like, that's a song for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Even the whole like I don't need no money, but my trap, like like what you saying is kind of like I don't need all I need is my trap, but like that's some shit that like and there was no women in the video at all. It was just a bunch of
Not
dudes
one.
hanging out, right? And it's like, yo, if this video was like a woman sort of like complaining that you had to go back to your trap and you would like, yo, I gotta go back to all I need is my
Gotta go
trap.
back to the
Like, bitch,
trap.
I ain't lying to you. Like, she think you out here cheat. She think you out here cheating, but like I'm not out here cheating. I'm getting this money. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
If the
right,
video
right.
was more centered around that, I think it would have hit harder. And I think, and like you said, like it's hard for me to say like to switch anything up because like it's so close to a bullseye. But like if the content of the song was more speaking to women and telling them like, yo, I don't need, like, I'm out here to make this money. If that was like that shit would be a banger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it would be a hit, like hit. But other than that, it's already a hit song. Like that's a fire song.
It's a hit song. It's in the like that's something you could definitely send off. And
right. But if you retooled it to make it for the ladies or like some shit where you like, yo, like women can like jam, like, if she's out here dating a trap star and like that's their love songs, like, baby, I go out there and make this money, like that would be the one.
You know what's crazy? The kind of critiques we be giving on here, like we give these critiques to people that have fully finished videos of songs that they already put out and they're already like working on the next shit. And we're like, what you need to do is you need to go back, re-record that a little bit differently.
But I mean, it wouldn't stop them from doing that.
Again.
It wouldn't stop them from doing that, right? Like you could do it. Like unless you like already have millions of followers, like there's 8 million people in New York City who never heard your shit before. There's a million people who never heard your shit before. Re-record your shit. Fucking do, like, if you think this is the song that's gonna like take you to that next level, like do what you gotta do, B. Like motherfuckers re-record songs every day, fam. Nas rapped 2 songs over the same exact beat. The fucking that hip hop is dead beat. He did that shit twice. Who gives a fuck?
It'd be like that. But that song was good. Like, I mean, overall, I feel like, he got something earnest about him that if he was to, you know what I'm saying, like dig a little deeper and find different connections to making his lyrics, like he could go far for sure.
Yeah, yo, but like that shit is close to a bullseye. That shit is almost close to like yo, put that shit on radio right now.
Yeah, exactly. I think there was one more song other than this. Oh no, it wasn't one more song. It was one dude on that song that was like, like this is somebody you could send off. So this is the second one tonight that it has some potential for sure.
I just gotta say that, like, yo, that's a song for the women. Like, retool it for the women. Make that song with some shit that women can enjoy. Rework the video that's some shit that women want to watch. So they can fantasize that they're dating you and you out here telling her like, bitch, I ain't lying to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it would be so fire. It's like when Puffy told Busta to stop screaming so much so the ladies could love him.
Right.
Shout out to Onside Hip Hop.
And they did as soon as he fucking I know.
Facts.
You like for sure.
All right, so this is Alina. Sick.
Alina or Aline?
Aline. I'm sorry. From Onside Hip Hop Artist, the group in Facebook.
Okay.
Shout out to Unsigned Hip Hop Artists, man. Y'all been definitely giving us some songs.
Produced by White Hot.
So, how have you been coping with this?
I shoot fireball from a box and stroll down the hall. The lights are low, even though I know you're up and rolling up and smoking up and cooking up. I know you want her, you red-headed whore. I just can't be her. I wanna be her. Let me see her. I swear I'll never change my ways. Just stop your bitch and come on, just You should be in jail. Peeking out of shades with a hammer in your head.
What?
It's just a normal day. One where I make it rain, even if it's sunny. And you
How much more time we got left in this?
disgrace my name. And it's a
20. You can stop it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Set it off.
One, like, yo, we get it. The cliches. You're unstable. You're in your underwear. I've said this already. Yo, B, nobody drinks alcohol out of a shot glass when they're drinking by themselves. Like, when you do shit like that, you're just you're saying like, oh, I want you to think that I'm on a bender. But like, if you drinking by yourself, why the fuck would you be taking shots of Fireball? Like, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't tell me you're on a bender. That tells me you're filming a music video. Secondly, what was the whole point of the therapist in the beginning if it's obviously that you're not in the same room with this person? If you're supposed to be in the same room with this person, that's not what it looks like at all. Positives thing, your voice sounds okay. And if you got together with a songwriter, if you got together with somebody who could take that, what you did, and construct it into an actual song, like, I think you could pull together something, right? The beat was hitting and your voice does not sound horrible. I don't know if you were actually in a relationship with a motherfucker that had a hammer at you staring out the window. That was oddly specific to put into a song, but like, don't be in that relationship.
I like that type of shit.
Don't be in that relationship, first of all.
I like those kind of specific.
But second of all, you got to throw that in a context that everybody could relate to somehow, right? Like, you can't just be like, you should be in jail with the hammer standing out the window, unless you meant like the hammer, like Malcolm X, like with the hammer standing out the window. In which case, why he got a fucking Black & Decker hammer? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what hammer are
we talking about?
How do you get a hammer in jail if you're like?
No, he said he should be in jail. Like,
because he was
at the window with the hammer, and I'm like, what? Like,
that sounds like something like a toxic ass trailer park dude would do. Like, I feel like that's.
It's so specific that I believe it. You know, I believe it. But like, your job as an artist is to take that shit and flip it in a way that feels relatable to everybody. Like, you know, like Amy Winehouse went through so much shit, and if she sung about it, if you felt like you went through it, like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something about Amy Winehouse and what you're trying to do, because this is the Amy Winehouse trope of like, I'm that woman that needs rehab. I'm drunk in the house in my underwear. I'm dirty, nasty. My hair looks greasy. You know what I'm saying? I'm singing like this. Amy Winehouse, like, the songwriting structure that you're doing here sounds like you took your poetry book and slapped it on music. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no songwriting, like, there's certain things that just in songwriting that just doesn't sound good. And as you get better as a songwriter, you like see it. Like, all I know is like things that just don't sound good in songwriting structure. Starting with certain words, using a lot of I, me, I think, I feel is not good. Like, Amy Winehouse comes on the song like, he left no time to regret. What? All the way. Kept his dick wet. Didn't say me not one time. You know what I'm saying? Until you get to later on and you're like, me, like, this is the part of the story where I'm talking about myself. You know what I'm saying? If you're just spending the song talking about myself, I'm a mess, I'm this and that, we know really nothing. And then you should be in jail with the hammer. It definitely sounds like some shit you wrote down in your diary and slapped up against the song. It could be so much better structure wise.
Right. Like, you need to find some people who are writing songs, some songwriters, take them those ideas and work with them and learn from them while you work with them to where you can get to where you can do it by yourself. But like that was like an open mic, somebody freestyling just what they was feeling, what was happening. And you know, it's sloppy. It's not the sloppy that you intended it to be.
Yeah, that's a great observation with the diary. Like, it does definitely sounds like
we got another one from Foster House. They was here last time. Let's get it.
You good,
Another
bro?
poker game.
You got this?
Yeah.
Are we still sure about this?
Nah, man. We got this.
I see some real strange things. I see some real strange things are happening. I see some real strange things. I see some real strange things. I see some real strange things. I see some real strange things are happening. I see some real strange things. I see some real strange things.
Since I was 11, I've been seeing strange things. All the pain brings vivid detail to my daydreams. Faint screams can be heard crying out, but the killer's call is coming from inside the house. Inside is out, up is down. I feel like I'm in the upside down. When the sun goes down, that's when the demons come around. I see psychos acting malevolent for the hell of it. Legends of the hidden temple, blue donkeys versus red elephants. Black panthers wage war with pale pigs. Filthy fiends chase the dragon with digital scale wings. I see government experiment on its inhabitants. The men in black show up and they make us forget what's happening. But I see evil, I see evil bust into a public function. Alien abduction, invasion of the body snatchers. And I see body bags just pile up. Mindless zombies that just run amok. Something's up, the man with the leather face ain't holding the chainsaw. He's holding the main office, holding the place hostage with all the fake nonsense. But my scariest thought is, what if I'm an accomplice of it? Gotta love it, what a time to be alive. But my sixth sense says that we've already died, buried alive by blind eyes and hive minds. But in the graveyard, a flicker of light shines.
Oh, it's cold out. You'd better bundle up tight. Holding on so long till the sunrise. Living a perilous time. Not a trickle of light. All the strange want a name. Call it what you like. I see some real strange things. I see some real strange things are happening. I see some real strange things. I see some real strange things.
I seen witches slipping poison into cauldrons, trying to call it food. Feed it to the sheep, fatten them up so they can call the wolves. The ones with white coats blending in so they think all is good. Now they can eat off them too, till they slaughter them. I seen Dr. Frankenstein sewing faces and bodies up, moving fat around, making lady lumps. It's a lot of fun, convinced he's saving them while he making them look all doctored up and unrecognizable to the lot of us. I seen vampires sinking teeth in the victims and suck their blood. Never even seen them coming up. Catch them slipping, catch them sleeping, bleed them dry, run it up. Didn't even have a gun, stuck them up. I went to Crystal Lake, saw Jason holding a Corona, had the only mask on. Teenagers holding their phones up, snapping selfies, so not even one of them noticed. There's a killer on the loose and he already showed up.
I see some real strange things. I see some real strange things are happening. I see some real strange things.
Strange science.
I see some real strange things.
I sit and marvel at the end game. Civil war, the narrative stays engaged. Fighting for a freedom, but you are enslaved. Information overload upon intake. There was poison in the water and it shows now. The meritless tactics that were rolled out. Indian summer, but our leaders say it's cold out. The revolution ain't on TV, man, it's sold out. We're just a simple symptom of the symbolism that's concentrated and graded right into our inner vision. It married into a cataclysm of catastrophic proportions of evil forces that force us into the vortexes where the truth is distorted and righteousness is aborted. The wealth of riches awarded to only those who can afford it. To write it down and record it and try to keep yourself sane. In the coming days, I said,
Bro.
I see some.
Bro, listen, I love y'all. I've been talking to y'all director. I love y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. I love Merc. That's the homie. Once you hit me with the symptoms of symbolism and cataclysms and fatalisms, son, you lost me right there. Like that, like it's like that don't work no more, bro. And it didn't, and it only worked for some people for some time ago. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. It doesn't sound good and it frustrates. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's upsetting. It's upsetting.
What did you think about the rest of the song?
I think that singing dude is dope, and he could have did more things like that. I see some real strange things being said 16 times in the beginning was too much. Like it could have just been that intro, and then instead of doing the hook over the beat again, start off with the verse. You know what I'm saying? Because and then come back with the hook because it felt too long in the beginning. But he honestly saved the day because his voice sounds good over the beat. Everything he's saying, all his melodies sounded good. Like that shit was really dope. Merc was very descriptive in his verse, and he knew also when to pause, which was dope because it gave like he literally exemplified what we was just talking about, and that's taking a fucking second to let the beat breathe so we could digest what you just said, and it made me remember things that he said. You know what I'm saying? Made me like made those lines stand out.
Vampire shit. So first of all, let me say inside of the Zoom chat, motherfuckers was not fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? That I guess that needs to be said. What I'll say is I was actually vibing with it. Like I was like, yo, if I was high out of my mind, this shit would be fucking trippy, right? But this is what I'll say. I like the hook. I see some real strange things. I like the video. It's top quality video. If that's the same director, that video I fucks with. I do think that there are some missteps with the verses, right? The first dude, I don't know his name, but like when you first came on, I could hear a lot of the in your voice when you were rapping, like you know when you hear like somebody's tongue touch the top of their mouth, and it was throwing me all the way off. Later in your verse, though, I think you hit a rhythm that was like vibing with the song, and I was like, I wish you started your verse like that because you guys are starting the song off with this otherworldly like hook, and then you're the first person we hear rapping, and you gotta come in like epic. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even remember how you came in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember. Does anybody, if anybody in the chat right now remembers what the first line of the song was, please put it in the chat and prove me wrong. But like, I don't remember what it was.
We definitely don't remember the first line. And what I do remember from him is that his like accent and like way of rapping is not something that I like, but I liked his voice on the beat coming in after the hook. Like it was like a kind of like that scary gravelly kind of
right.
Like
I like what
rapping.
he was trying to do, but
I like that voice, but the way that he raps and like the things that he was saying, it's not my style of shit. It's like too pronounced. You know what I'm saying? It's like it borders on nerd rap pronunciation, you know? That's not things I'm into.
And it's like that's something like I would have kept you in the studio doing different takes, trying different things to get what really like fit that song. Because like it's not that it was like the worst, but it's like that wasn't how that song should have started. What's homie's name?
Merc. Yeah.
Merc, I enjoyed your verse the best. I agree with Dama. I think you were pausing and like letting the beat breathe. I think you could have done more of that. And I like the whole idea of the monster motif you were going with, the Frankenstein and the vampire joint. I fucks with that. It still was kind of like overall I don't want to say unremarkable because that implies too much, but it wasn't anything that I loved, but I liked it a lot. And then the last dude, I applaud you because you started rapping to the synth, right? Like the synth, like you were rapping to that. And I think that is an impressive thing to do. But being impressive does not always make the best song. You know what I'm saying? And it almost became like unable to hear what you were saying distinct from the synth and the beat. And then even when Dama stopped it, like I didn't care. I wasn't like, oh no, let me hear more. I think like that's not the best verse for that song. It is impressive. Cool that you could do that, but like if you want to make the best song, like something else is needed there. Like you doing this weird vibey, like, almost like it reminded me of Get Out when the motherfucker was in the tea when they falling through the shit. You know what I'm saying? Or Stranger Things. It's like, yo, give me something that's like that. You know, that vibes with that. I don't need you to impress me with how good you can rap on this song. Yeah, and that's how I feel about it.
And just real quick about the beat too, that the drums are very Fruity Loop generic 808s. I think they could be a lot harder. The melody was hot, but I think the drums could be a lot better, and you can make that beat sound a lot fuller. Sounded very hollow to me.
Yo, that boy Craig said the first line was "I see strange things," and it might be. He's like, "I see strange things."
Wait, hold on. I ain't even give my. Oh wait, I did in the beginning.
Yeah. But yo, fucking shout out to
Wesley Ingraham.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley Ingraham. That's who shoots their videos. That's the homie that reached out to us. He's kind of managing them, booking them, and shit like that.
With that video.
Yo, I fucks with that video hard. Like falling from the sky. All that shit was fire. He did his thing on that. Shout out to him. Fact.
Also, please, guys, send us more music. Like you know, our critique comes with love. Comes with like wanting to see people be better and do the best shit. Please don't think we're like shitting on people for the sake of shitting on people. But let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Mac Nova, Steal the Sun.
And this might be the last one for the night.
All right.
Yeah. I'ma steal the sun. I think your think is pathetic. Talking about a shooter when my weapon's prophetic. Self-claimed rulers in my presence are peasant. No lean coolers, brain sessions athletic. Fear me or not, time will show us what. I state next is a lie, or poor appears tough. They fake flexing they lines, but how they money up. So fuck taking they shine, I'ma steal the sun. Yeah.
Don't send me no video if Young Mo ain't shooting.
Make your biting rappers really can't get a gig. Internet is full of self-proclaimed geniuses. Savages and ballers, Insta models all 10. So much beauty in the struggle, they acting like they skip to the end. Why are you fronting, my friend? You act like drama is lit. Out celebrating being broke ass shit. Meanwhile, my noodles boiling, crafting my wit. Every track's uber brutal cause I practice intense. Man, I wrote my own script and then I starred in that bitch. Then I told my haters that they always welcome to Vic. I got no fucks to give about a damn street politic. They package products of environment and sales by the 10. So I elevated the hieroglyph the tip of my pen. Then I climbed about that polish shit, my life threw me in. And I'll be damned if they say I got a stud for the win. When we be bending over backwards all our life just to live. So, I think your think is pathetic. Talking about a shooter when my weapon's prophetic. Self-claimed rulers in my presence are peasant. No lean coolers, brain sessions athletic. Fear me or not, time will show us what. I state next is a lie, or poor appears tough. They fake flexing they lies, but how they money up. So fuck taking they shine, I'ma steal the sun. Who the fuck want what? Showed up high, IQ in the blunt. I'm Steve Urkel mixed crack plus 10 push-ups. And if you break it all down, man, that strong start stuff. Looking at it now, man, that start was rough. I'm big dogging trucks, but never bark that much. Now I'm leapfrogging cats, cause I don't bite y'all stuff. Skill hands, focus nigga like I bust cut monks. Team saw my drive first, now they trust my clutch. Going hammer when I'm in, so this you can't touch. A star still in the sun, who came from free lunch. Stay tame for no one, no name to damn son. Plain Jane to I'm the one, was prey, I just begun. Took aim, pointed above, my brain's the golden sun. With lungs like Tommy Chung, a crew like God's son. Be damned you stop one, look now, I just won. So, I think your think is pathetic. Talking about a shooter with my weapons prophetic. Self-claimed rulers in my presence are peasant. No lean coolers, brain sessions athletic. Feel me or not, time will show us what. I state next is a lie, or Paul Pierce tough. They fake flexing they lines, but how they money up. So fuck taking they shine, I'ma steal the sun. Yeah.
You can stop it. You can stop it. That was cool. This might be the last one tonight, so let's just get right into it. You guys are probably amazing live. As a recorded song, this leaves some things to be desired. One, your voice. Like, you keep doing this thing where you're bringing it up, and it's like that's not what you want to do. You want to project.
That's exactly right.
you want to project your voice. So like instead of yelling like this, you want to go like, you know what I'm saying? And on your second verse, the way you started your second verse, you were doing it. And I was like, that's the way you need to do it. But the other stuff like that high kind of pitch, which might work in a live show, right? At a live show, doing it like that might get the energy from the crowd that you want. But in the recorded version, like I want to hear what your voice sounds like. Secondly, like the recording of the band, I don't. I'm pretty sure it was a live. Like you guys recorded that as a band. Like something about the drums felt a little hollow. It wasn't coming through the same way it would come through in a live thing. I think you need to take that back to the studio and like figure that out. Other than that, I don't got much to say about it. It was a cool video. You guys seem like you make good music. I would like to hear more music from you. But when it comes to like recording the music and putting it out, you want to capture the live experience, but it's not the live experience. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't like it's a recorded experience, and because of that, there's things you can do to make it better, and you should do those things.
I agree. The video was like almost like Black Hole Sunish with like a regular where they're standing, but then like this like crazy background. The melody of the song is good. I definitely agree with what you said about the voice thing. And I also think that it definitely needed like some kind of singing, almost choiry or whatever kind of situation to break up the monotony. Cause like I'm a something the sun. Like after that, like don't start rapping right away. You know what I'm saying? Like there needs to be either a melodic break. There definitely needs to be some kind of vocalist like doing some kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like long extended notes to break up that rhythm of like you rapping and shit, and then you could go back to it. And definitely how you started the second verse, I could have gone with more of that because it felt like your real voice, or everything else felt like that, like that same, we do a lot of live shows, so I'm gonna project like I'm at a live show, but you ain't gotta do that in the studio. So
nah, man.
Yeah.
But solid song. I would like whatever. What's the name of that band? I would like if the COVID wasn't destroying the world and you guys were rocking in New York City, I would go to see you guys because I think you guys are probably
Mac Nova. His name is Mac Nova.
Yeah.
And real quick, my guy, tough like Paul Pierce. Like you got motherfuckers like Ron Artest, Ben Wallace, Bill Lambier, and you chose Paul Pierce to say that you're tough like.
Maybe Paul Pierce fit the rhyme. Yo, but thank everybody for tuning in. This has been ISO Boom. Shout out to all the people brave enough to submit their music. My name's Baxter Wordsworth, hosting with Dama Nils, supported by our boy Soz. We'll be back another Monday from now. If you want to submit music, please follow us on Facebook or Instagram. I'm at that Ninja Words with a Z because it's hip hop. Dama
Nils, y'all.
Oh, also it's Dama Nils, y'all. 2 Damas.
On IG. Everything else is Dama Nils. It's regular. You know where to find me.
on everything. Just Soulful Souls on everything.
Soz with a Z. SOZE. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to EO Dub. We throw up our V's for vice verses, and we're out of this mofo. Peace.
Great job.
That's
Wait,